everybody, I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome back to part 5 of my, I guess we could still call it the Yale campaign, even though I have reborn the Griffonian Reich. We'll still call it the Yale campaign, just for purposes of my own organization. So we now have access to a port, so we can start working on a navy of some kind, if I wanted to. I don't know what kind of navy I'm going to do. I'll probably just do submarines. Do I even want to make a navy? I guess I'll need it to take Hochland and Gretalma. But for the most part, I don't think I actually care. So let's get working on those maintenance companies, and I want to start setting up how these are going to look. So we're going with that and that. We're going to go for a bit of support artillery. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. We're going to change that in a bit. Can't integrate Bronze Hill for a while. We need... okay, we're getting about 2/3 of a point every day. And we need 70 more points. So we got a good few months ahead of us before we can pull that off. Alright, now, before I forget, we go to the tanks. We're going to look up the beach. And then that's it. Yep, we're going to stop there. And, okay, we got this. Signal companies, maybe. Industry is set for the most part. We'll start working on the enchanted armor, which is not really necessary. It's going to be the tanks afterwards that we really need. I thought that we were going to... 2 more days. Yeah, I thought we were going to war with these people. What's going on? Alright, done. Declare the war. This should be a pretty easy one. Little force attack for good measure, and they're off to the races. Good. Now, we do want some rifles being made. We're going to need a little bit of infantry equipment here and there. Not a whole lot, though. And we've got the fighters coming in. Time to develop the tank. Armor production cost is going to go down by 10% for about 3 years, give or take. That's not the big deal. The important thing is the research bonuses. Yeah, and we're just rolling right over these guys. So the day has set. And Skyfall's going after Hochland. That's actually great, because then that means I don't need a navy to go after Hochland myself. By the way, I've not turned on player-led peace conferences, because like I was saying before, I don't think we even need them. Let's start getting some more over here. Next up on our list, I think it will be the Katarine Principality. Though it looks like the barony has gotten its act together. Let's start setting up what these are going to look like. I'm thinking a bit of artillery, some engineering companies, and just make them 20 widths. What's the reliability like? Reliability is fine, or I should say... Maybe I could make these 7.2s. I'll think about that. That's a maybe. We've got plenty of extra infantry equipment at the moment. It's going to take us a little while to get all the magical equipment that I want together. And after we set up the tank, we're going to start continuing to absorb the Heartland areas. The Herzland Republic is heading north. Better keep an eye out on that. We also will need... What else are we going to need? This anti-tank is way, way ahead of time, but I think the additional heart attack will be good to have. We also want... right here, get a little more steel, tungsten, and the like. Short on the rubber. Probably will be for a while. 150, though. 150 and counting. Yeah, we don't need these knights. This is dumb. They're completely unnecessary. Now, I'm considering also making some 40 widths once we go to the magical equipment, but I think that might start to be overkill, and there is only so much that I could do with, regarding, a lot of things. But industry, mostly. It's like these two are going to war with one another. It doesn't matter. The Nimbusians are probably going to absorb them. I know that's what I did when I played as them. Alright, tanks have been developed. Finally, we can get moving again. We're going to go for... Oh, it's Ang River and Katarina. The past knocks on our door. Angriver and Katarine have always been the backwaters of the Heartslands, but they are still part of the Empire's core. They have been terrorized by decades of mad rule. Whoever claims to rule there must be dealt with if I am to convince my people that the Empire is not dead yet.
Angetreten.
Do that.
Befehle.
Are these two in a faction together? No, they're not. They are, in fact, independent of one another, and they do outnumber me, but I am the superior force. We are just going to march right over these fools. Okay, let's also start queuing up some tanks. What we can while we can. Yeah, I'm amazed how much magical equipment we're actually able to make at the moment. All things considered. Cool, so the society and economy stuff is also done. Let's come over here to the air equipment and start queuing up close air support. So close air support and fighters. It's going to be a pretty standard sort of game. Alright, it looks like... Yeah, alright, looks like the Katarine knew what was good for them. Not so much the barony. Ooh, it's going to be a free-for-all down here. So much of the continent in chaos. They need my leadership. They need the Grover dynasty back. If you want to help out, sure, help out. Okay, now, we've got the early fighters queued up. We also are going to want the light self-propelled artillery coming in. We've got our hands on some more crystals now. And, oh yeah, we have these brand new units of theirs. We're just going to convert them all over to the magical infantry template, like so. We'll give this to, I guess, Butcher, or no, Benito. Benito needs something. He's a good dog. He's a good boy. Who's a good boy? Benito's a good boy. As opposed to this Benito. Oh, right, this one's not called Benito. It's Giulio. Giulio. Giulio? Alright, let's go work on something else. Just for a minute. Okay, we've got a motorized bonus. Oh, wow, I didn't realize I didn't even notice here we had other stuff. Artillery and armor research speeds can be increased. Yeah, so many armor bonuses that we're going to be able to get our hands on. I think I might actually go pure armor and not even deal with the motorized divisions. It's been a little while since I did that. Do something like... Oh, goodness. Let's just delete all of these. I definitely do not need all these templates. Nothing to be done about it whenever you absorb a nation like that, but it's fine. What we're wanting to do is... I think we're going to do a 7-2 style. But whoops. We could go for the motorized artillery, but no. Wait. Yeah, this is what I was trying to do. Something like that. Yeah, that's a start, I think. We'll call this I don't know what we'll call this. Standard 20 width tanks until I think of something else, or just tanks. Just how about Reichs divisions? The Reich division. Change the logo as well. There we go. That'll do for now. Queuing up as much as I can. There we go, 24. That'll do, pig. That will do. Next up, we got some more military factories, even more. Okay, we're working a little bit on the tanks. We're looking on the self-propelled artillery. We do not have close air support just yet. Nor are we working on motorized, so I suppose we'll do that for a bit. We need a lot more factories than we have. I've got very ambitious plans for this army. Farbrook's going after Hellquill, huh? How deep in the hole are we? Right now it's going to take us almost a year to get our magical equipment back. Back up to standard. Fantastic! few more days, and we can keep going. Next up, though, we want to go for the Griffin March here, as well as Romau.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
There we go. Too easy. Few more days. This is good. Yeah, we're clipping along now. After this integration, though, not going to be a whole lot I could do for a while in terms of political power. Maybe I should go with that old guard guy. On the other hand, it might be too late. If there was a timely time to do that, it has since passed. And that's it. We're out of pony power, but we're about to get some cores. Great. There it is. See, look at that. Instantly 25,000 men. Got some more people here. Oh, that's right. We have access to the Iron Paws divisions now. How very interesting. So these are the ones that get bonuses in the hills and things like that. Very, very different. Very cool. Let's do something with that. Okay, we're going to duplicate it and give these guys, I'm thinking maybe some artillery. I put the knights in there too. One unit of knights. Very different unit than I usually deal with. This is cool, though. Yeah, we'll call these the Diamond Dog Division. Okay. That'll be fun. Alright, so what we want to do, can we possibly... How many of these can we just switch over to that template? Diamond Dog Division. Alright, we can't... All of them. That's great. So these are the ones that Benito must be in charge of. Oh, actually we have a few other people. Shep Ironhall, Ace Redstone, Lucia Amberheart. Wow, they got some good generals. But it has to be Benito, obviously, who we put in charge there. As for our magical infantry, we will put... we do have a skilled staffer already, but... yeah, we definitely do not have a shortage of certain types... certain generals. We have a lot of generals, is what I'm saying. Alright, so we got the early fighters all set. Let's get the convoys down here. Just sort of generally organize this a little bit better. Bolt action rifles are definitely a low priority. Okay, let's start by just filling up everything we've already got. Except for motorized, I don't need that many. And we'll go from there. That's great, that's great. Few more men available to us. After these war games, we will revoke the privilegia, and then we can get cores on everything in the Hertzlands, and that should take care of my my issues. What's this? The Nimbusians want to sign a pact of non-aggression with me. Why, you scared? I don't think so. That ain't happening. Alright, 21 days away from our next expansion. The peasants of Griffin March and the city of Romau have benefited enormously from privileges given to them in a time of weakness. They have enriched themselves while the rest of the Empire suffered, and for that they have been found guilty of breaking their sacred oaths to the Emperor. I will revoke the privilegia and bring these fiefs back into our realm. Alright, 21 days. Is this fortified, large group crossing and stuff? I have to train a lot of these divisions up as well. Okay, we were going mobile infantry, right? No, actually, we're going to do... Yeah, because all infantry gets the +10 to organization. Either way, I'm going to get access to Blitz, though. No, if we're going in on the tanks, let's go all the way on the tanks. Yeah, as fast as possible. I've seen screenshots, by the way, I'm researching things pretty quickly, but I've seen screenshots that if you stick as Yale and you go with the non-aligned scientific path, you can easily get over a 100% research bonus for everything happening, which is pretty damn cool.
Ihre Befehle.
but not what we're doing today. She's 71% of the way toward being a skilled staffer, our Apfel von Kuchen. Alright, go! And go. Oh yeah, okay, looks like Romau just instantly capitulated. Alright, let's turn you into some more magical infantry, I'm thinking, yeah? Great.
Angetreten.
Right, should be pretty simple to deal with this. Good stuff. Right, we can't do Heart of the Empire. We might just wait though, and it's fine because I want to. Yeah, there we go. We're done. I want to get that infantry equipment, or excuse me, political power set up, but we're already done. So, Heart of the Empire. The Heart of the Empire has been secured by my valiant troops, and Griffins from Rotterdam to Strasbourg now obey my commands. It seems the memory of the old times still live on within the hearts of my subjects. By using the ancient symbols and systems of power, I may be able to use these memories to reforge the shards of the past into the empire of the future. Fantastic stuff. We're about to get all those cores. Good. By the way, I'm trading with both of these people, the Changelings and the Equestria. See, by doing it with both people, by working with both people, by playing both sides, I always come out on top. That's science. All right, now let's get you all training, and oh, we can now prospect for some resources. We don't need to do that just yet, though. Magical weapons for special forces. That's going to cost me 75 army experience whenever I want to do that. Alright, next up, we want, let's come over here, we'll get our hands on some more oil. We still have extra civilian factories. I want to put them in places where I can get the max out of them. So there, so that way, I'm putting in places like Crown Spike, so that way I can put more factories in those areas, because I only feel that it's worth it to go to the max infrastructure if you're going to be able to build at least 5 factories in there. And already we can build 4 without the other bonuses. But also this will now give me more things like... excuse me, chromium and crystals, and I am going to need the chromium later because Light Tank 5 requires chromium to be built. Alright, what's next? Magical equipment, we're still 294 days away. Light tanks, we are 962 days away. Still so much to do, no doubt about it. We certainly don't need this much artillery being produced. We can definitely peel back on that. Alright, let's get deleting most of these templates. Okay. Don't need the knights, don't need this. Good, the hardened tanks are done as well. More organization for my armor. Okay, next up, military factories there, and where else did I have 100%? I thought there was somewhere or other that that I had already done that. This is great though. Nice, and we can get our next bonus. I think we're gonna do. Do I want Panzer? No, we're gonna do. Do I want to do Griffology? Last one is all artillery, all our anti-tank. Well, no, it's not that great. I think what we instead want and need is a little bit the industry, but that's not helpful right now. Let's go with infantry weapons. Yeah, still 153 days to go there, so we're still playing a little bit of catch-up. Now, once we're done here. It's going to take us a little while before we can keep going to war. Skyfall is probably who it's going to be, though. The Republic is getting pretty strong. We're going to need our tanks to deal with them. Alright. First up, an army befitting an emperor. After my death, the Reichsheer slowly shrunk in size. Until it can no longer protect the Empire. Now I will reform the military, which will be at the forefront of society again. I am looking forward to hearing the old songs and marches once more. My soldiers will take their oaths. Are now taken under the banners of the forefathers. What? And so the army will again be the envy of the world. My sword. And we'll do the factories later.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
So these are all training up. I'm wondering if it might be worth it to just... Players War on the Sky. You see, because this is going to take... We got 49 days, 100-something days. I'm wondering if it might just be worth it to justify manually. It's going to take 26 political power, but it's only 130 days. They still haven't finished taking Hawkland, though. We might just hold off on... Yeah, let's just save the political power. Save the political power and just keep building up. Really glad that I have such a huge surplus of this infantry equipment because I keep capturing so much of it. But as soon as I can, I want to switch these over to magical infantry equipment. Alright, that's done. We want better entrenchment, yes. Why aren't they going after Pomvara? It's very strange. Oh, they joined the Entente. That's why. And Farbrook's at war with a couple of people. They're at war with Hellquill. They're at war with people that they don't even border. Silly, silly stuff. Okay, a good 250,000 troops in reserve now. That's excellent. Don't need this. Don't need that. Dude. A lot of stuff here I don't need. Okay, don't need that. Don't need that. I think that all will do. More factories! We're gonna, let's see, get them building there. Good. Trooping the color. The flags fluttered in the wind. Flags from all over the Empire. Yale, Bronze Hill, Strawberry. Even the errant vassals of Wingbardy and Aquilia could be seen. A bold statement for an empire that was in decline so recently. And there were legions upon legions, line after line of soldiers and knights arrayed before the Imperial Palace. It was as if I was looking into my past. Arcturius erhalte der Kaiser! They cried out again and again, their voices echoing through the winding streets of the capital. These griffins had lacked true leadership. They lacked a cause. I walked among the soldiers with the honor guard, carefully studying the regiments one by one, inspecting their standards. They were original trophies from my father's conquests, wherever we could find them. So much has changed, and yet so much has stayed the same. The methods change, but the spirit remains. These soldiers still have the same spark in their eyes that they used to have. How many of their ancestors did I fight with? The Griffins will have ample time to prove themselves. Then, rumbling from overhead, it wasn't thunder, but the Imperial Air Force showing their newfound strength. Let's find out what that newfound strength is. Not much. It ain't much. It's a few hundred. After that, I inspected the panzers, machines sure to change the nature of war. Their shadows loomed large over the Kaiserplatz, a square which had seen countless of these ceremonies. Finally, I rose to the balcony, using my newfound power to be audible for all. The Empire has been reborn. No longer are we seen as the sick bird of Griffonia, but rather a mighty phoenix risen from the ashes towards a great new era. We are the heirs of Boreas. We are the children of Arcturius, and heirs chosen. Griffonia is our birthright. The enemy will bend, or they will break. Outside, my voice is amplified by loudspeakers. Thousands of griffins raise their rifles. Dozens of standards are held high. Oaths are taken. So it was, and so it is again. We will be victorious! Army experience gain goes up, recruitable population factors up, division recovery rates up, division factors up. Planning and logistics skill is up as well. Look at that, we're at least on 4 for everything with him. Wonderful. Okay, let's keep heading down the tree though, as rapidly as we can. Alright, so we got about 300 or so men available, or planes available. to us. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Okay, we're gonna come over here. We can do the shower punk. Yeah, let's indeed do that. Next up, though, is going to be the extensive conscription. Although, goodness, I'm sure tempted to get the old guard. Alright, let's get some training. They're just about done. You all need to get training. No, there's very little point. I don't have much in the way of equipment. Oh, it looks like some of my tank divisions are just about ready to go, though. Let's see, how many of them can come out? Everybody! Yay! Alright, so I'm trying to think what I want to do with this guy, with this army, because we've got the field marshals here. We have one who is an army officer, so I'm considering having, like, putting them under him. Yeah, let's do that. Let's come over here. Get our armor guy here. Okay, it says that. What's the bio here? I'll pair Peter up with somebody who he's close to. He had a love of cars and wished to have one. He was sent to the military academy. He has theories on how to deploy tanks. He met his pupil Apfel von Kutschen, which ended in a close friendship with the two. Although a few Griffins insist that there was more to it than they would let on. Okay, Silverbeak. He's been trained to be the successor. Alright, well, I'm not so sure about having her in charge, of the tanks, although, what will it take for her to become a panzer leader? As long as the armored ratio is high enough, she could pick it up pretty fast. And technically, we went with ambusher, which is that's not just something for the tanks. Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna put her over here. Let's reassign her. So the two of them can be together. I guess I'm just a sweetheart like that. In the meantime, we are also gonna bring over Heinz Federhoff. Yeah, we'll bring him over. Looks good-ish. Okay. Yeah. That'll do just fine. So I think it maybe is going to be Skyfall. They're really taking their time. Oh, the Republic. This Republic is trying to form a faction with the Griffonian Republic as well. Interesting. The plot thickens. Now, in terms of light tank equipment, we are 7,000 in the hole, so I probably should not be training with these guys just yet. It's fine. Let's see, another 10%. That'd be 0.04. Yeah, 10% is just not much at all. It isn't worth it. I'm not spending 100 political power on it. Spirit of the Conqueror. Gain national spirit unceasing, which will give me more daily political power gain, war support, and justify war goal time. With the Heartlands under my banner, it is time to look outward. The old foes still seem to thrive. Aquilea and Wingbardy are natural enemies. But there are new threats as well. Republics, socialists, bandit states. I will conquer them all. No Griffin can deny me what was mine by birthright. That's good. We're really clipping along here, though. That's really great. Okay, you can stop training. You've been a good boy. You're a good boy. The Republic. Gosh, we could have a huge united front if we're not careful. I just want the Republic to deal with Hochland, though, for me. Okay, and we can keep getting better stuff here. Might not even need to get those bonuses. Oh, that's right, we haven't been building any close air support just yet. Sicmion and Sionolicia are fighting with one another over there. What's this? Once again, the Nimbustians want me to sign this non-aggression pact with them. You're also improving relations with me. They're at war for Terran. Ah, okay. So now the Entente is at war with Wingbardy. That is fantastic news for me. I could just deal with whoever wins, and they keep each other busy in the meantime. For old time's sake, we could go after the Kingdom of Griffinstone. Maybe. But I think... Oh, come on. You're right on the verge of taking Hochland. You guys are killing me here. We can go for Pomvara, but not really. Because it's surrounded, and it is also a member of the Entente. The Griffonian Empire has indeed become a part of it. So, time to make preparations. We're gonna, get you all training. The light tank equipment still gonna take 557 days to fill up. Okay, let's come over here. We can. Oops. Let's see. We can do Crown Spike. Okay, hold on here. I'm not sure where else I could go. Maybe here. Whoops. Here. And here. And here. Guess I could go do something else in the meantime. This might be the best chance to deal with the Entente, though. Let's see. Armored research grants. No, that could wait. Cadet charter. We have some air things we could do. Maybe. Possibly. So give me quick two factories. Okay. Let's take a better look here. The Republic has 76 divisions, possibly. They have 26. Let's call that 100 total-ish that we're going to have to deal with. We're going to send our dogs up here to the north, going for Cloud very quickly. Sunstriker, I don't think we immediately go to war with them. If we do, where there's a will, there's a way. No, it will be an immediate war. So then we should do a will away, a will and away. Or I could just get over this idea of, oh, they need to take Hochland for me, just because I'm being lazy, and absorb the Skyfall Republic.
Angetreten.
We need more divisions. How about we... Wait, what? Do I have an extra of something?
Achtung. Angetreten.
Alright. How about we... Yeah, let's get on this front. Could we fill it all? Alright, get in position, get in position, get in position. Go, 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 go. Alright. Now, looks like we can, in fact, cover the whole front line. So then, we are going to declare war on Pomvara, and then they're going to call in the Republic, and then they're going to call in the other Republic. Some of the lesser nations have popped up in the void left by the collapse of the Empire and the eclipsing of Aquileia. By securing such lands, we can ensure our armies access to the Aquileian frontier. This should not be a problem for the Rectorate. So we need to also prioritize, I think, where these tanks are going to be used. We might just use them to plug some gaps. Oh, I just realized how long this episode has been going. Thanks for joining me. In the next episode, we're going to go to war with the Entente, with the Carithian Pact, also at war with them. It shouldn't be too difficult. I also do not have the player-led peace conferences on, so prepare for some nasty border war. I'll probably prioritize taking the Northern Republic afterwards, and then the stuff in the south. So we'll see how much of this Wingbardy ends up taking. Wingbardy and their ilk. We're gonna go after them eventually anyway. That's I'm not sure where that is. Where we go to war with that. We're gonna go to war with the whole continent. If you guys haven't figured that out yet. Yeah, here we go. The final lesson. This is when we head south. So, thanks for joining me. I'm Conquering History Games, and I'll see you next time. Bye.